Hi guys, I'm back online again doing yoga classes on Google Meet. It's important that I interact with you during your practice to give you the proper alignments on the poses. All levels of experience are welcome. Once you are instructed with more in-depth positioning, the classes on YouTube will be more enjoyable. You will truly experience the full benefits of each pose. I hope to see you on the mat in the comfort of your own home. Hi everyone! Thank you so much for joining another Dany Yoga's class today. Thank you for being here. If you guys have your yoga mats, let's begin our practice today. We will start in a modified child's pose. So bring yourself to hands and knees, separating knees as wide as the mat. Bring the big toes to touch. Sit on your heels and exhale. Forward fold. Bring the forehead on the mat, sitting heavily on your heels. We take a few breaths there to invite ourselves to the present moment, to our yoga practice, to focus on the breath, letting as well all the tension fade away from our bodies. Take 2 or 3 more breaths here with me. Letting rib cages expand, upper body inflate with every inhale, and on the exhale, tension out. 1 more breath there, inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. When you are ready with the next inhale, press yourself up, hands and knees, bringing yourself to a tabletop, bringing knees under your hips and wrists under the shoulders. Maybe this time bring the arms a little closer than usual and just draw a few circles on yourself, moving towards the right, maybe rounding the spine, arching the spine if that feels good, not collapsing in the shoulders. Maybe moving all the way to the back towards the heels. 1 more circle towards the right. And then let's change. Come to the left. Great job. 1 more. Moving in any way you feel like here. And then coming back to stillness. Walk back on your mat. So make sure you have plenty of mat in front of you. Keep the hips above the knees and take a puppy pose, walking the hands forward. Exhaling, chest and chin down, or just the forehead down. Stay there for a couple of breaths. Opening the shoulders. Make sure you are always breathing. Never hold the breath in any pose. 2 more breaths here. Great job. 1 more. And then when you're ready, press yourself up. Keep the forearms on the mat and bring yourself to a Sphinx pose. Press the tops of the feet to the back of the mat, heart forward and up, shoulders away from the ears. Keep the arms as wide as the shoulders. Stay for 2 breaths there, always inhaling away from the lower back. 1 more breath here. Great job. Exhale, lower yourself down. Bring the hands at the lower back. Interlock the fingers at the lower back. Again, your feet are moving to the back. Arms stretching back towards the legs. And with the next inhale, lift your chest off the ground and arms as well. Upper body off the mat. Make sure this doesn't hurt your lower back. Stay there for a breath. Then exhale, lower down. Change the interlock of the fingers. We do this again. On your next inhale, lift upper body off the ground. Stretch the arms towards the back, towards the legs. Inhale away from the lower back. Stay for 1 or 2 breaths there. And exhale, lower down. Bring the hands in line with the chest. Tuck the toes in. Press up to a plank. And exhale to a first downward facing dog. Pedal the feet a few times, moving hips from side to side. Say yes and no with the head. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. Again, moving in whichever way you want to go. Or if you just want to stay still, go ahead. Let the fingers on the mat. Sharpen those sitting bones back and up. Lengthen upper body. 1 breath there. Let's find stillness for another breath or 2. Great job. When you're ready, inhale yourself to a plank. Take a Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling maybe for an upward facing dog. And exhaling back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Gaze at the top of your mat. Step both of your feet outside your hands. Toes out, heels in. For a yogi squat, we don't stay still. Maybe just let's move a little bit from left and right, just to open those hips, keeping the elbows inside your knees. Take your time, moving a few times, and then come back to stillness. Heels down, elbows in, hands at the heart in Namaste. Inhale away from the lower back. Take your time here. Relax the upper body. 2 more breaths. 1 last. And then exhale your hands down, press up. Inhale, bring the feet parallel to each other. Exhale, fold again. And with the next inhale, come all the way to stand. Bring the arms with you. The head is always the last one to look up at your hands. Exhaling at the heart, and then Samastiti by the side. Bring yourself to the top of the mat, big toes touching, tailbone in, inner thighs together. Inhale your arms up, shoulders away from the ears, look up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Flat back on the inhale, using lower legs as props if the floor is too far. Plant the hands down, step, hop or jump, move through a vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, always back bend of your choice, upward facing dog, cobra or baby cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Great job. With the next inhale, bring your right leg back and up, 3-legged dog, pressing the hands equally down, then bending into the right knee, draw a few circles with the right knee to the outside. 1 more, and then change direction of your circle. 1 more towards the inner hip, inner thigh. Extend the right leg back and up, 3-legged dog, holding there for a breath or 2. Hands are still equally pressing down. When you are ready, gaze at the top of the mat, right foot steps in between your hands, back knee down, not on the same line with the front heel. You're going to inhale yourself to a low lunge, inhaling always away from the lower back. Keep the hips square. Take a big breath in again and exhale. On the next exhale, you're going to twist towards the right, bringing arms parallel to the ground. Look towards your right hand. Stay away from the lower back always. 1 more breath there. And then release your right hand towards your left hamstring, extending your left arm towards the back of the mat, reaching for the back of the mat, stretching the left side of the body. Come back to center, all the way forward and up. Inhale, exhale, framing that right foot, tuck the left toes in. Runner's lunge, and then step to a pyramid. Left foot, step closer, not on the same line with the front heel. Square those hips. Inhale away from the lower back. And on the exhale, forward fold over the right knee. Every in-breath, you lengthen away. Every out-breath, you fold a little deeper. Your right outer hip is up. Left outer hip is down. Shoulders are relaxed. And you are, of course, breathing, not hyperextending right knee. Make sure there's no pain behind the right knee. When you are ready, inhale, come on halfway up. Frame the right foot. Left foot steps next to the right. Big toes touching. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, come to stand again. The head is the last one. 2. Look up. Hands at the heart. Samastiti by the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back on the inhale. Plant the hands down. Step, hop or jump. Move through a chaturanga. Inhaling, maybe upward facing dog. And exhaling. Downward facing dog, a cleansing breath if you feel like. One breath here. And then when you are ready, inhale left leg back and up. Three-legged dog, hands equally pressing down. Bending left knee, we draw the circles with the left hip, left knee, opening the left hip. So 3 circles into one direction. And then when you're ready, change the direction of your circle 2 or 3 times. Great job. Extend the left leg back and up, holding here for another breath or 2. Hands are equally pressing down. And then gazing at the top, left foot step in between. Right knee down, not on the same line with the front heel. Inhale, low lunge. Breathing always. Keep the hips square. Left toes, heel inside, outside of the foot, press down. 2 breaths there. One more. Now inhale again. On the exhale, you're going to twist to the left, bringing arms parallel to the ground, turning the gaze to the left, only if it's available. And we stay here for another breath. And bring your left hand at your right hamstring, reaching with the right arm to the back of the mat, stretching the right side of the body. And then we come back to center. Inhale, exhale, framing that left foot, tuck the right toes in, runner's lunge, stepping back foot closer for a pyramid, not on the same line, the feet, left outer hip up, right outer hip down. Inhale away from the lower back, exhale, forward fold over the left knee. We stay here for a couple of breaths. Every inhale we lengthen, every out breath we fold a little deeper or not. Hips are square, long neck, heavy head. Not hyperextending left knee. One more breath. Great job. Inhale, come halfway up. Frame the left foot, right foot step next to the left, big toes touching, exhale, fold. Inhale to rise again, all the way to stand. Head is the last one to look up. Exhale, hands at the heart, Samastiti by the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back on the inhale. Plant the hands down, step upward, jump yourself to a chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Cleansing breath. If you feel like, don't forget to take a break if you need to. Never stop the breath. Let the breath guide you. Work with your body, never against. Spread the fingers on the mat now. Sharpen those sitting bones. Lengthen upper body. We stay here for just another breath. When you are ready again, inhale, right leg back and up. 3-legged dog. 2 breaths. We bend the knee and open the hips, staying, maybe gazing underneath your right armpit if it's available. One more. Take your time always in every pose. And then you're going to extend the right leg back and up again. 3-legged dog. Gaze at the top, right foot steps in between. Pyramid pose first. Left foot step closer. Hips are square. Inhale away from the lower back. Exhale, forward. Great job. 1 or 2 breaths there. Inhale halfway up. Frame the right foot if your hands are at the back. Step the left foot back, back, back again. Left knee down. Inhale for your low lunge. Arms up, shoulders away from the ears. Hips are always squared. Upper body always away from the lower back. Inhale again and exhale, twist to the right. 1 breath there, looking towards your right hand if it's available. Inhale there and then right hand reach for your left hamstring, left arm reach for the back of the mat, stretch the left side of the body. And then we come back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we frame. Left toes in, runner's lunge. You're going to plant the hands down, frame the right foot, and you're going to step to a left side plank Vajrasana. Left hand stays. Feet are maybe on top of each other, right foot on top of the left, shoulders in one line. Don't collapse in the hips. Look up at your right hand if it's available. A breath or two. One more. Then we come back to a plank and you take a chaturanga. Inhale, maybe upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling forward again, lowering yourself down all the way on the belly. Interlocking fingers at the lower back, forehead down. With the next inhale, everything lifts up, this time even the legs. So when you're ready, extend the arms back and down. Inhale everything off the ground. Your arms are stretching back. Your legs as well are going back, back, back. Heart forward and up. One breath there. And then lower yourself down. Bring the hands back in line with the chest. Tuck the toes in. Press up plank. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Beautiful. Bring yourself back again to a plank. Inhale. We're going to take a side plank Vajrasana on the right side this time. So bring the left arm up. Maybe feet again on top of each other, or they can even stay next to each other. Shoulders in line. Gaze up towards your left hand. Now we're going to stay here for an extra breath, or maybe your left foot step at the back side of the mat. Take a wild thing, hips up, right toes to the back of the mat, left arm to the front of the mat, look at your left hand. Very nice. One more breath there. Then we come back to center, all the way to the left again for one more side plank on the left. So we're doing some planks today, but we rest the wrist. We don't hold it too much onto one side. Now again, you're gonna stay here, or this time, maybe catch the right big toe with the right piece finger and extend the right leg up. And then holding into your toes, you're gonna step the right foot at the top of the mat, taking your time to go there. Frame the right foot. Make sure your feet are not on the same line. So you're gonna inhale yourself up to a high crescent lunge. This time, balance, it's there. Tailbone stays in before you kick through the back heel. Great job, you guys. Squeezing the outer hips to the inner hips will make you steadier. We stay here for just another breath. When you are ready, we're gonna take a power lunge. So your arms are moving to the back, leaning forward slightly. Nothing changes in your legs, just your arms. Imagine somebody's pulling them towards the back of the mat. Your front toes, heel inside, outside of the foot, press down. And from here, you're gonna bring your arms forward to eagle arms in whichever way you wanna go. And you're gonna take a warrior 3 with those eagle arms. Stay for just a breath or two. Last one. Then we're gonna come to the top of the mat. Take a full Garudasana. Left leg over the right. And lift the elbows off the ground. Squatting down and back. Your full eagle pose, it's there. Breathing. One last. Then let go of your arms. Inhale them up. And stand. Stepping back to your high crescent lunge. Exhaling, frame the right foot. Shoot the right leg back and up for a 3-legged dog. Staying for another breath. And then when you are ready, you're gonna step to a downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, always back bend of your choice. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Gaze at the top of the mat, step, hop or jump your feet in between the hands. Big toes touching. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up all the way to stand. The head is the last one to look up. Exhale at the heart. Samastiti by the side. Again, from the top of your mat, big toes touching, tailbone in. Inner thighs together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back on the inhale. Plant the hands down. Step, hop, or jump yourself to a chaturanga. Inhaling. Upward facing dog, cobra or baby cobra. Exhaling. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. When you are ready, inhale, left leg back and up, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee, open that hip. Stay for a breath or two. Always take your time. One more here. Extend the left leg back and up, three-legged dog. And then when you're ready, gaze at the top, left foot, step in between, back foot, come closer for your pyramid first. Your feet are not on the same line, hips are square, left outer hip up, right outer hip down. Inhale away from the lower back. Exhale, fold. One or two breaths here. One more. Beautiful. Inhale halfway up, frame the left foot, step the right foot back, runner's lunge, and then right knee down. Low lunge, inhale, arms up. One or two breaths there. Your hips are still in one line. Your shoulders are always away from the ears. Upper body always away from the lower back. Inhale there, exhale, twist to the left. Gazing towards the left hand. We don't stay here long, a breath or two. When you are ready, left hand reach for your right hamstring, right arm reach for the back of your mat. Stretch that right side of the body. Come back forward and up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, frame the left foot. Tuck the right toes in if they're not there yet. Runner's lunge. Plant the hands down. Step to a side plank on the right. Left arm up. Modify your plank if this is not okay for you. Always adjusting. If you need to, gaze up towards your left hand. If the gaze, it's okay with that. One breath there. And then when you're ready, come back to a plank. We take a chaturanga. We inhale for a back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, lower all the way down on the belly. Untuck the toes, interlock, maybe changing the interlock of the fingers at the lower back. Stretch the arms back and down, forehead down, and simultaneously with the next inhale, everything lifts up. Your feet are moving to the back. Arms towards the feet, heart forward and up. Make sure lower back doesn't hurt. One more breath there. Exhale, lower down. Hands in line with the chest. Tuck the toes in, press up, plank, and downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, forward plank. We come on the side plank on the left. Again, don't collapse the hips down, shoulders in one line. Feet can stay stacked on top of each other or not. Now again, continue to stay here for a breath or two. Or you're gonna step to a wild thing, right foot at the side of the mat. Inhaling, hips up, right arm to the front of the mat. Left toes to the back of the mat. Just one or two breaths there. Hips up, don't collapse. Last one there. Then we come back to a plank and one more plank to the right. This time maybe catching the left big toe with the left finger, only if it's available. 2 breaths there. Left foot, help yourself with the left hand to bring it all the way to the top. Taking as many steps as you need to go there. Then frame the left foot. Runner's lunge, make sure your feet are not on the same line. Inhale, rise for your high lunge. Squaring those hips. Breathe. 1 or 2 breaths there. Great job. Kick through that back heel, but tuck the tailbone in first before you do so. Power lunge. Extend the arms to the back, leaning halfway in. Imagine I'm pulling your arms to the back and start pressing your left toes, heel inside, outside of the foot into the ground. We're gonna take flight. When you are ready, eagle arms, maybe changing from what you did earlier. And when you are ready, take flight. Warrior 3 here. Planting left toes, heel inside, outside of the foot into the ground. Just a breath or two. And when you're ready, come to stand, tempting your full Garudasana pose. Right knee over the left. Squatting down and back. Lift the elbows off the ground. Breathe. Choose that steady gaze in front of you to look at. One more breath there. Let go of your arms. Inhale, arms up. Press up to stand and step back to your high crescent lunge. Exhaling, frame the left foot. Shoot the left leg back and up. Three-legged dog. Great job. Stepping to a downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward to a plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Back bend always of your choice. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Great job, you guys. 1 or 2 breaths here to rest. Or feel free to take a child's pose. One more. When you are ready, gaze at the top of the mat. Once again, step, hop, or jump your feet in between the hands. Big toes touching. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Press up to stand. The head is always the last one to look up. Exhale at the heart. Samastiti by the side. Open the mouth. Moving on. Big toes touching. Tailbone in. Chair on the inhale, bend the knees. Arms up. Just a breath or two. Your 2 legs become one. Shoulders away from the ears. One last breath there. Exhale, forward, fold over the legs. Flat back on the inhale, using lower legs as props if you need to. Plant the hands down. Step, hop, or jump, moving through a Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, back bend of your choice. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg back and up, 3-legged dog. Open the hip a little bit more, bend into the right knee, your hands equally pressing down. Don't hold the breath ever, let the breath guide you. Extend the right leg back and up, 3-legged dog. Gaze at the top, right foot steps in between. Pyramid pose, left foot step closer, your feet are not on the same line. Inhale away from the lower back before you exhale, forward fold. 2 breaths there. Always relaxing the upper body. Squaring the hips, not hyperextending. Inhale, halfway up. Frame the right foot. Left foot step back. Runner's lunge. Left knee down. Arms up. Inhale, low lunge. Great job. Prepare for a twist soon. So before we twist, we always inhale away from the lower back so we don't hurt lumbar. When you are ready, inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand reach for your left hamstring. Left arm reach for the back of your mat. Come back to center and forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, frame the right foot. Left toes in, runner's lunge. Back heel down. We prepare for a warrior 1 here. Inhaling, arms up. So my left heel is down. My hips are square. Breathing. Humble warrior we go. Interlock the fingers at the lower back. Stretch your arms back and down. Inhale, heart forward and up. Outer edge of the left foot, press down. So when you're going to exhale for your humble warrior, you keep the lunge. Don't change anything in your legs. Right toes, heel inside, outside of the foot. Press it down into the ground. So the right knee won't be falling on the side. Crown of the head goes to the front of the mat rather than the center. We stay here for 2 more breaths. Jaws are relaxed. Last one there. Inhale, come on up. Release your arms, warrior one. Exhale, frame your right foot. Pivot the back heel up, side plank. You step on the left side, Vajrasana, right arm up. 2 breaths there, don't collapse in the hips. Come back to a plank, move straight to a right side plank. Left arm up, inhale. Stay or take your wild thing. Left foot step on the left side of your mat, hips up. Left arm reach for the front of your mat. Great job. We come back to center. All the way to the left again for a left side plank. Right arm up. Catching your right big toe with a peace finger. Only if it's available for just a breath. Right foot steps at the top of the mat, preparing for your high crescent lunge. And when you're ready, rise up with an inhale, making sure again your feet are hip apart. Power lunge from there, arms at the back. One breath, kick through that back heel. Garudasana, arms, maybe left arm underneath the right. Take flight, warrior 3 when you are ready. Just a breath there. Come to stand. Trying your full Garudasana pose, left knee cross over the right. Your 2 legs become one, your inner thighs are squeezing in. Right toes, heel inside, outside of the foot, press down. Take just another breath there. And then when you're ready, inhale, let go. Step the left foot next to the right. Hands at the heart in Namaste. Open the mouth. Let go. Great job. Chair with the next inhale. Bend the knees, arms up. Inhale. Stay for 2 breaths. Squat down and back. Your 2 legs again become one. Lower back should not be hurting. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold, let go. Flat back on the inhale, using lower legs if you need to as props. Plant the hands down. Step, hop or jump and move through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, always back bend of your choice. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Wonderful. Great job, everybody. Inhale, left leg back and up. 3-legged dog. Bend into the left knee. Open the hip. Stay for 2 breaths, equally pressing the hands down. One more. Left leg extends back again. 3-legged dog. Left foot steps in between the hands, pyramid pose, right foot step closer, not on the same line with the front heel with the left heel. Inhale away from the lower back, squaring the hips before you exhale and forward fold. Always breathing, let the breath guide you. Great job, super relaxed in the upper body. Last one there. Inhale, halfway up, frame again the left foot, right foot step back, runner's lunge, right knee down. Inhale, low lunge, arms up. 1 or 2 breaths here, feeling at home in every pose. Inhale again, twist to the left on the exhale, gazing to the left hand if it's available. Left hand reach for your right hamstring. Right arm reach for the back of your mat. Come back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, frame the left foot. Right toes in, runner's lunge. Back heel step down. Warrior 1, we go. Inhale, come on up when you are ready. Pressing outer edge of the right foot into the ground. Continue to keep the hips square. Left toes heel inside outside of the foot. Press down. Change the interlock of the fingers. What's unusual for you? Stretch the arms back and down. Inhale, heart forward and up. Humble warrior. Exhale. Crown of the head to the front. Arms above the head. Ceiling and then above the head. Outer edge of the right foot still pressing down. You are breathing. Just another breath there. Super relaxing the jaws. Last one. Very nice. Inhale, come on up. Warrior one, inhale. And then frame the left foot. Come to a runner's lunge. Stepping the back heel up to a side plank on the right. Inhaling, left arm up. Don't collapse in the hips. We don't stay here long, but make sure that you are okay, or otherwise adjust your plank. Come back to a full plank at the center and all the way to the left side. Once again, side plank on the left. Take a breath or two here, or maybe move into your wild thing. Right foot step on the side of the mat. Inhale, your hips up. Right arm to the front of the mat. Left toes to the back of the mat. Beautiful. Stay for another breath. Come back to center, plank, all the way to the right again. Side plank on the right. Catching left big toe with a peace finger if it's available, just a breath. Step the left foot to the front. Coming again to a runner's lunge, your feet are hip apart. Inhaling all the way up for your high lunge. Kicking through that back heel. Squaring the hips, tailbone. One more breath there. Power lunge, extend the arms at the back. Leaning halfway in. And when you're ready, Garudasana, arms maybe right underneath the left this time. Take flight, come onto your left foot for a modified warrior 3. Picking up that right leg off the ground. Just a breath there. Come to stand for your full Garudasana pose. Right knee cross over the left. Squatting down and back. Right toes around the left lower leg. Just a breath there. Elbows off the mat. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale and let go. Right foot step next to the left. Hands at the heart. And Samasthiti by the side. Great job, you guys. Awesome. We're going to take another chair when you're ready. So at the top of your mat, big toes touching, tailbone in. Bend the knees, arms up, chair, inhale. Breathing always in every pose. We're going to move to a Navasana boat pose from here, trying to not use the hands to sit. And once you sit down, balance on your sitting bones. And when we are ready, let's try. Sit all the way behind, balance on your sitting bones. Let the arms parallel to the ground. Lift the feet off the ground. Don't collapse in the lower back. Heart forward and up. And if it's available, extend the legs as well. All the way up. Maybe gazing at your toes, relaxing in the upper body for just 2 or 3 breaths. 1 or 2 more. Last one. Slowly lower all the way down on the ground, preparing yourself for a bridge pose. So keep the feet on the mat, walking the heels towards your butt, keeping the feet hip apart. When you are ready, inhale your hips up. And maybe one arm at a time, bring it underneath your sitting bone, interlocking fingers. And at that point, bring your wrists down, hips up, Knees are not falling on the side. Imagine a block there between your thighs. We stay here for 2 or 3 long breaths. Great job, 2 more. Every inhale, lift yourself away from the ground. Don't collapse in the hips. Slowly let go of your arms and lower yourself down, upper body, mid back, lower back into the ground. We're gonna do this one more time. So for now, gently press the lower back into the mat. Keep the feet on the ground. Knees are bent. Take a moment here to rest before we're doing round 2 of our bridge pose. When you are ready, let's move on, taking one more round of our bridge pose. So walk the heels again closer to you. 4 corners of the feet press down. Inhale, hips up. Roll the shoulder one at a time in, interlocking fingers. If you remember, change sometimes, bringing hips up, wrists down, chest to chin more than chin to chest. Don't let the knees fall on the side. Stay for 5 long breaths here. Squeezing glutes at the top will help as well. If this is hurting lower back, please make sure you adjust and try again, or just skip the pose. Don't collapse the hips down. Relax the upper body, jaws here. Every inhale, remind yourself to lift up, not collapsing. And final 2 breaths here. One more. Great job, everybody. Let go of your arms and slowly lower yourself down. Upper body, mid back, lower back. Bring the lower back on the ground. And take a happy baby for a couple of breaths, holding the outer edges of your feet or ankles or anywhere you can reach. Big toes, peace finger. Roll the shoulders back and down. We stay 2 or 3 breaths here. One more. And then hug the knees into the chest. And we'll take a plow pose from here. So when you're ready, hands by the side, extend the legs up and all the way above the head. And again, maybe interlock the fingers on the ground and bring the wrists on the ground, lifting the hips towards the ceiling as much as is available. Stay here for a breath or 2. Beautiful. One more. Beautiful. And then slowly bring the hands at the lower back, supporting your lower back. Keep the arms parallel, shoulder distance apart, elbows in, scooping in the arms, palms towards the shoulder blades. We're gonna attempt a shoulder stand. So letting go of a leg at a time. Hips are still going up, 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 up. Chest to chin more than the chin to chest. 10 breaths here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. You never collapse and drop in the poses. You're gonna slowly lower yourself down on the ground, especially when lower back is involved. Don't drop on your mat. Great job. And take a fish pose to counter pose. So extending the legs out, hands on the mat underneath your buttocks, forearms on the ground, point the toes to the front of your mat. Inhale your heart forward and up. Bring the crown of the head on the ground. Stay for 2-3 breaths there. One more. And then slowly lower yourself down again on the ground, letting go of the hands. And we hug the knees into the chest again. Rock yourself from side to side. Draw a few circles with the knees into one direction if that feels good. Change the direction of your circles if you were doing that. And then we come back to center, preparing for some twists. Left leg extends out and down. Hug the right knee into the chest first. Squeezing that knee towards the right shoulder, towards the right side of the body without tilting on the right more than the left, so remain flat back on the ground. Then decompress, let go of that right knee, squeeze, left hand on top of the knee, right arm, half letter T out, bring the right knee to the left and twist, scooching hips to the right, and maybe left shoulder blade to the left. Gazing up or right hand, taking 2-3 breaths there, trying to relax the shoulders, down, jaws, facial muscles. Surrendering, maybe even closing the eyes from now on. We are moving towards the end of the class, so try to relax a little bit. One more breath here. And then come back to center. Bring the right knee back to chest and change. Right leg extends, left knee bends, come at the chest. Give it a nice squeeze first, remaining flat back on the mat, not tilting to the left more than the right. And then decompress, left arm out, half letter T, right hand on top of the left knee. Bring the knee to the right, twist to the right, scooching hips to the left, right shoulder blade to the right. Gaze up, or if neck, it's okay with it. Look at your left hand. Take a few breaths here, continuing to pay attention to your breath, bringing yourself back here. If your mind is somewhere else, one more. Let's take a few more breaths here so we are equally staying on both sides. Last one. And then come back to center. Hug the left knee into the chest. Hug both knees into the chest. Inhale there, exhale, forehead to the knees. Give yourself a nice hug and squeeze and tell yourself, I love you very much. You did a great job today. And on the exhale, Shavasana. Lying down for just a minute, extending the legs out in front of you, separating feet as wide as the mat. Palms facing the sky away from the body. And before you close your eyes, make sure you find a very relaxing place to stay, a sweet spot to totally let go for, again, just another minute of your day. Letting the breath just go in whichever way it wants to go. Settling down now, sinking in. Feel your weight so much less now.
You're a beautiful, moving flow. You're a moving wind. It's blowing now and lifting you high up to the sky. You're light and going higher and higher, all the way up to the sky. You're going that high that you're touching the soft, white and cotton clouds. You're touching the blue sky and you're just flowing and stepping onto these soft white clouds. Feel it, touch it, it feels good. Feel the fresh air coming into your body. Inhale it deeply and fully into your lungs. Feel the body moving in harmony, renewing every edge, every part of your body. You are in a place of freedom now, a place to do nothing. Feel nothing, just peace. Just flow and enjoy what is feeling free, alike. Enjoy the happiness that surrounds you now, the love and peace around you. Your thoughts are gone. Your mind is free flowing as you're touching the bluest sky you've ever seen. Your mind is freeing now and giving the space to peace, giving the space to happiness, giving the space to joy. Peace, happiness, and joy within you. You're creating beauty right now, unfolding your mind and inviting more love, more peace, gratitude, more happiness and joy into your life. Everything it's filling in just like a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flow of energy. Be ready, be open to receive it. You're beautiful and joyful now and every day. Flow in harmony, moving into home. Feel light, feel peaceful. Feel light and peaceful. Feel light and peaceful. Feel light
as long as you think you need this Shavasana for. But if you're ready, slowly and gently bring yourself back to your mat. Bring yourself back, moving toes and fingers, bringing feet and legs together, arms above the head, and stretch yourself out like you just woke up right now. And then bending knees, turn to one side, left or right side, any side you prefer, making a pillow of your upper arm, and bring the other hand in front of you. And helping yourself with that hand in front of you, press up, coming into a cross-legged seated position, hands at the heart in Namaste. We are going to end the class here. Before we do that, I want to thank you so much for practicing with me once again today. And don't forget to thank yourself for doing a wonderful job today. You did a great job. You did enough. You are always enough. And always say thank you for that and for showing always up for yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The divine light within me honors the divine light within you. Namaste. Thank you.